What's going on, everybody? Today is March 26th, episode 28 of Mass Debaters. We've got opening day right around the corner, so we got some picks. Maybe talk a little bit of NFL at the end if we've got time. But yeah, so I think we're doing. Everybody's got a team to win on opening day. Everybody's got a player to do something. I have a lot more than that. I know Corey is lapping me there as well. Um, but does anybody want to start? Anybody feeling really good about anything?
Yes,
All right.
Eric, go ahead.
I have the White Sox to beat the Angels at home in Southside on opening day.
I thought about doing that too. They both fucking suck. You might as well take the team that's supposed to.
Yeah. Home opener, the worst team in baseball, like historically bad team. I don't know.
It would be hilarious if they won.
Magic in the air. Yeah, it would.
Are they? Is there a team that has a chance to be worse than them? Because I think the Angels might.
The Angels feel like things could get really bad really quickly.
Yeah. Who else is that bad? I don't know if anyone else is like that bad. Yeah, they're gonna stink too. And that division's tough. They're just gonna get the shit beat out of them by all of those teams.
I'm almost thinking the Rockies might be a good worst record in baseball bet because they have to play, Padres, Giants, Dodgers.
Yeah.
Does FanDuel have that? Do they have worst record in the league?
I don't know.
I kind of want to bet.
Dude, the Hard Rockers very bad. I can't even bet on players to get a hit or anything.
Oh, that's one of my bets is player to get a hit.
That's beat.
Yeah, this is.
I have a total bases as one of mine.
So do I. I guess Eric, do you want to clean out the sheet, or should we go next person?
Go through because I want to be more fun with these other ones.
Okay. All right. Who got next?
I'll let Mags. Yeah, go for it.
So I'm gonna save my my team bet for later. I'm gonna talk through my to get a base hit bet real quick here. So there's a website out there where you can find every single batter's average and plate appearance hits, everything against a certain pitcher for that day. So tomorrow you could see, Zach Wheeler versus Josh Bell. You could see Mackenzie Gore against Bryce. You can see the matchup for that day and sort it by how many plate appearances, what their average is, etc. So what I like
this website?
SwishAnalytics.com, not a paid sponsor. So this website, I go on there and I sort by plate appearance. So I see who has seen a guy the most, right? And then I cross-check that with their average against them. And if they have something like a crazy high, like if they have 30 at-bats against a guy and they're hitting over 300, I think it's a safe bet to take them to get a base hit. Some of them there isn't a ton of value on. If you see Aaron Judge to, hit some guy really well, he's not really good value. But the one I'm looking at tomorrow, where is he here? Jose Iglesias batting 306 and 39 at bats against Chris Sale. Not bad.
Is he starting?
I don't know that. I haven't checked that. Adley Rushman is batting 591 in 24 plate appearances against Jose Barrios. That's a take.
Okay, he's going to start.
Whoa.
He should start. And then the other good one here, that one I said at the beginning, Josh Bell is batting 304 against Zach Wheeler. So that one's a little more dicey, but basically just go on that website, Alex Bregman against Nate Eovaldi, 345. Go on that website. Just take a gander through. There's always some value there. I was doing this every single week last season. They hit at a very decent clip. You just got to pick and choose the right lanes.
I fucking love.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I told you guys, I'm fucking on it.
Can you?
So who is it?
Who's what? Oh, who would be my picks?
I'd
Yeah,
say Adley. I feel like because I don't.
Adley Rushman.
I like
So
that. Yeah.
if you're feeling the appetite for a parlay, I would do Adley Rushman and Manny Machado against Chris Sale. He's batting 346. And if you want to just like, usually you can get like just over on a half hit and it's like minus 120 or something. So rather than parlaying it, just take the three of them, take your money. And if you're doing this bet like a couple times a week, you're going to come out on top.
Yeah, I had
like
to
that.
look when you said Jose Iglesias against Chris Sale. I had to look at even which team was playing Chris Sale to figure out where Jose Iglesias was. I don't think he's going to start. So
Well, that's on you, the listener, to figure that out if your guys
right. Do some research. Come on, we can't give you everything.
We can. Not everything's a winner.
Yeah,
You got to figure out what you want.
That's right.
I can't believe I can't partake in this. It's bumming me out. I forget if they fix it after a couple games because sometimes it changes like week to week. This app is fucking terrible.
What's the problem? You can't bet on player props yet?
Yeah, like there's no strikeouts, there's no like hits, there's no total bases, there's no stolen bases.
What the fuck?
You can bet on inning one total runs.
Does Hard Rock just wait for like the actual lineups to come out or something?
I don't know. I mean, you'd think that this would be the one that they'd be on top of because it's going to go tomorrow.
Yeah.
And there's like nothing else to go off of. It's not, you know.
Yep.
I mean,
yep.
Tomorrow's sneaky big gambling day with March Madness and opening day going. That's
I love opening day.
Was today.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love opening day. It's one of my favorite days of the entire year. It's awesome every time.
It's super exciting.
I love it.
Every single year, like with Penn State and stuff, I'm not going to talk about football too, but I talk myself into us being good every year, and we are good. But then the Pirates is like, I know we won't be like good, but every fucking year, if we win a couple, like we always start out like, we'll get like. We'll
start a little good.
Yeah, we'll be like
we play the
13
Marlins,
and 9,
so
and I'm like, oh fuck yeah, 13-9. Like
yeah,
we're in the right direction. Horrible.
All right. Corey, you want to go next? You want me?
You want me to go? What do you want? The player prop? Player prop? I got a few here. I'll rip off. I'll see what you.
Because I think I might steal one from you, but so I want to know if I am or not.
You might be. I have like 3 here, so it doesn't have to be. So I've got Mike Trout, 2+ total bases. Always shows up for opening day. If nothing else,
and
2+ total bases.
Mike Trout,
he
run on his birthday, his best bet.
It's a great bet. Mike Trout opening day. He's not hurt yet. Like just I got him 2+ total bases. I got Hunter Green over 6.5 strikeouts against the Giants. I got Cole Reagans over 6.5 strikeouts against the Guardians, if that's what his number is when it comes back. I have also, this is not a parlay one. This is I want to bet this one and to get it at plus money, Skeens 8+ strikeouts. But that's not in a parlay. It's not in the parlay.
Okay.
Because 6.5 was like minus 150 or something stupid. So those are the player props that I have.
Okay, so I did have Skeens over 6.5 strikeouts.
Okay, we can go with that.
The Marlins are a AAA team.
Yes, I love that for the parlay. I'm going to bet 8 on my own because it's plus 128, but I like 6.5 for the parlay.
Yeah, and then I also had another one. I picked your favorite player and mine. I have Bryce Harper, 2+ total bases against Mackenzie Gore. He's like plus 105. He has like Trey Turner has better odds or more of a chance of doing this apparently than him. I know it's left on left, but he's like one of the few guys that it doesn't affect too much. He's actually the power definitely dips down against lefties, but he still has the bat to ball skills.
Wait,
and
who? Sorry, Mackenzie Gore is a white dude.
Yes.
You didn't know what Mackenzie Gore looked like?
If I start guessing, it's going to get racist. So.
Let's continue. Sorry, yeah.
I'm putting myself at risk if I
Tristan
start guessing.
McKenzie, maybe.
That's who I'm thinking. I think.
See, black guy.
This might have to get edited out. I really like the way Tristan McKenzie wears his hat.
You fucking hated Fernando Rodney too, probably, huh?
All right. Anyways, next bet. That's who I thought. I was thinking of him, and I was like, oh, I fucking hate the way he wears his hat. All right.
But yeah, I like also all of Bryce Harper destroys all of the Nets relievers. They're lucky Kyle Finnegan isn't there anymore. But I think he had like a 1200 OPS against Kyle Finnegan, and he was their closer, so that would go well often. So, but yeah, those are my two player ones, and I have a bunch of teams, but I'll save it.
So what are you going with for your player one, Lewis?
Since it's for a parlay, I'll do the Skeens.
Okay.
6.5. Even though it's minus like 150, like you said, it's in a parlay. So
fuck it. I'll do the Trout total bases. That's plus 110. I love my Trout opening
juicer
day. Yep.
there.
We're juicing.
What do you think the parameters are for a parlay to be featured on FanDuel? Because I've hopped over just so I can play the game, but
I think it's that it's gonna lose. I think that's
Yeah.
featured stuff.
Ever hit
what the fuck do they put in? Because this one is Alonso and Jordan to hit a home run, and then just 3+ strikeouts from both pitchers, just like anytime homers.
They root for injuries, is what they do. The bastards.
Yeah. I always love parlaying anytime home runs in a bet that I'm really trying to win.
I've never ever hit an anytime home run. Why would I?
No, we did. We hit one in Florida last year, the Shohei in the parlay.
Oh,
which
yeah.
was electric.
I was on my ass. I forgot.
Yeah.
But that was your pick. I didn't even fucking pick it. I just tailed it.
I was not alerted to this pick or to this parlay.
I hit on
you were like shitting or something
against the Yankees once.
Sounds about right.
Garrett Cole, but that was about it.
Who do we got for teams? Who do you guys like?
Oh, can I get one more bet actually before we get into this?
Yeah,
absolutely.
This is I'm just addicted to no run first inning bets. Like I need to probably call a hotline for it. I bet them probably 2-3 times a week. Just pick two shitty teams and take it. Athletics at Mariners. No one's hitting in that one. No run first inning there.
Brent Rooker's hitting, buddy.
Parlay that with Pittsburgh, Miami, no run first inning. I mean,
yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah,
like
I love that.
Right? So
Skeens and Alcantara too.
Yeah.
So like,
that might be minus odds on that parlay actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I actually do have the A's Mariners under as one of my picks.
I have it too.
Yeah.
What is the number in that game?
7.
Yeah.
No shot.
Logan Gilbert.
Yeah.
In Seattle, the Mariners can't fucking hit anyway.
Against the Yankee great Luis Severino.
I know. That's
half season.
3-1 written all over it there. I could piggyback that because I also had another one that it went along with Corey's Hunter Green. I have the Reds money line against the Giants. Hunter Green versus Logan Webb. The Reds are just like a better offense, and I think Logan Webb is really good. I think I would probably take him over Hunter Green by like a nose, but Hunter Green was fucking awesome last year, and I kind of think the Giants blow. So I'm going to say they don't hit. Ellie De La something fun will happen, and
Ellie De La RBI at least. Yep.
Ellie De La hung curveball bomb.
Yeah.
I heard somebody call the Reds Great American Small Park the other day.
It is a sandbox.
It is. It's one of the more underrated. Nobody talks about it because Cincinnati's gross.
Because it's in fucking Cincinnati, yeah.
We were talking earlier this week about, Lewis, you brought up no one looks good in a Mets jersey.
Yep.
I think I would put the Reds in that category too.
Yeah.
Something cartoonish about their like logo, like their alternate, like you can't look cool wearing a Reds jersey.
You didn't think Adam Dunn looked cool?
The big donkey. It does look like they just ironed on the logo. It's
Like
an
it looks like a
iron-on
little
patch.
league team like logo and like the whole. I don't know, something about the Reds. Like they've never even been like close to competitive in our lifetimes. That like I remember, like Aroldis Chapman, was kind of their peak for me. Like
They won the division one year, and the Phillies smoked them in the DS.
yeah,
Roy Halladay threw a
They
no-hitter.
their uniforms look like their franchise should have peaked when it did. The
Yeah,
Big Red Machine. Like that's what it looks like to me.
yeah. Pete Rose wore these jerseys.
Yep. Yep. It's a Johnny Bench ass jersey for sure.
There's just nothing on them. Like, think
No.
of every other team. I'm looking at every other team. Everyone has either pinstripes or like the name is written across the front or like the city's written across the front or like
there's such
like the Padres, like they have the big logo, but it's at least like pinstripes. Like the
They're
Angels
such
kind
an
of fall into
irrelevant
this.
franchise. Like they're just such a like.
I agree.
About them. Like I don't know what it is about them. They fly right under the radar.
I fucking hate them.
They're in your division.
But that's it.
They're
Yeah.
in your fucking division.
Yep.
Just remember.
Can you power rank your hate in the NL Central?
NL Central hate.
Is Cardinals 1?
Yeah, Cardinals is 1 because even when we were good, they fucking beat our ass. So that's why they beat us in the playoff series. Cardinals, Brewers, because the Brewers are always beat the fuck out of us. This is going to be a common theme. Cubs, because they're just like, think they're fucking awesome because they're from Chicago. And like the rest of them are like St. Louis, Milwaukee, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. They think they're the fucking big shit. They suck. Fuck them. I hate the Reds too, but that's also like a Bengals thing.
Mm-hmm.
Into just like the city of Cincinnati. I don't like them at all. I also don't like. Listen, I need Ellie to not be what everyone thinks he's going to be. Is basically what I have on that right now.
I think I would flip.
I love when he strikes out.
The Reds and the Cubs for me, just because I hated Joey Votto. He's one of those I could see outside of the division. You might be like you love that he's such a dickhead kind of guy.
I like him. I was a Joey Votto.
Yeah, I can see why people like that, but I fucking hated him. Like growing up, I just remember thinking he was a douche, and I hated him. So,
who was that big ass reliever for the Reds that fucking sucked? Garrett.
Amir Garrett.
Amir Garrett. Yeah, fuck that guy.
For like a week.
Yeah, he fought our whole fucking team. He's such a douchebag. I hate him.
Was that the same game when the Pirates were in those goofy ass like conductor hats?
Yes, yeah. I also hated.
You think
Our high
a
school
conductor
baseball
hat is
coach had one
goofy?
of those, and he'd wear it all the time.
What's that?
You think a conductor hat is goofy all of a sudden?
I think when the Pirates wear it on the field as a professional athlete, it's goofy. When I wear it and I'm watching trains. Speaking of which, let me show you guys something I actually got last week.
All right.
Penn State model train.
Hell yeah!
Oh
Penn
fuck.
State
yeah.
car. How
That's
fucking
where they have the Joe pasta with you.
That's sick.
How fucking sick is that? Anyways,
That's pretty sick. I have one of those too, actually.
So what? This is a little tangent now, side tangent. What city do you think has the biggest like gap in how much you hate their football team versus how you feel about their baseball team?
Cleveland.
Philadelphia.
Yeah. It's got to be Cleveland to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I mean, the Guardians really fucking pissed me off during that ALCS last year.
As NL fans,
where you won?
Well, it's just so I have a deep-seated hate for them ever since the 2007 Midges incident. So I think we've beaten them every single time in the playoffs since, but every single time we play them, their fans are just fucking cocksuckers. I fucking hate their guts. So
I guess
I would put
for you what, Cincy?
I think it would be Baltimore recently, like last year, they went up the hate chart more, but before last year, like Baltimore definitely, like their baseball team was so like just bleh, and the Ravens were the Ravens, but I don't know. Maybe Kansas City, I guess. Like we have a friend that is a Kansas City Royals fan, and we like to hate on them. They're just kind of there, you know.
Oh shit!
I feel like mine might be Philly too, and I don't even really. I don't like the Phillies, but I hate the Eagles so fucking much. I can't stand them.
I actually didn't put 2 and 2 together that the Orioles fans are Ravens fans until this conversation. I already don't like the Orioles, but
They feel like very different teams, especially with who the Orioles have
Yeah.
on their roster right now.
Purple and orange is just a crazy like 1-2
Yeah.
punch for teams.
Well, if you think of like every Orioles prospect looks like he's like a private school, like
Yeah, that's
blonde hair
exactly.
dude, and the Raven. I mean,
What are the
I don't have
Ravens?
to go into specifics.
What are the
That was close.
Where's this going?
No, I knew. I found the line while I was
Are
talking
much
about the
more
Orioles.
athletic.
I thought about it before I started, but they don't even have one of those guys as their quarterback. God damn it. But yeah, I think Cleveland's for me. Also, the Red Sox, just the Pats. Or I guess that was when I was like a kid, because the Red Sox, you don't realize that they're like the Yankees junior because the Yankees would always beat them, and so they were like a rootable team, kind of, I guess. And then, but the Patriots are the fucking Patriots.
Yeah, the Red Sox were like lovable small market team who had like the highest payroll in baseball.
They had more fun players, I think. Growing up playing,
they had more steroid use.
Ellsbury,
I would argue.
Manny Ramirez.
Then the Yankees?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Let's go player for player.
I think
steroid
Name
for
a Red Sox.
David Ortiz,
A-Rod,
Manny Ramirez,
Jason Giambi.
Clemens. Oh, Jason Giambi.
Well, I can use Roger Clemens on my end too.
No, I already used it on my end.
Well, you can't double use it?
No, I already used
I
it.
feel like he should be a wash because he played for both franchises.
I think I have an under the radar one.
No, I used it already.
I think Brett Gardner did steroids.
All right, you can't.
That fucking loser.
No, did you see?
You can't make fun of him right now.
Crazy.
I'm about to kill the buzz right now. I think his son just like died a day.
Yeah, Eric, did you not know his son died?
Do you think it has anything to do with the steroids he did previously?
If Brett
That would be
Gardner did
crazy.
steroids, he's the worst fucking baseball player of all time.
That's the thing.
he sucked.
That's the whole argument is steroids doesn't make you better at hitting the ball. Well, at far, I guess, but he just
All right.
did steroids to run faster.
We'll call Roger Clemens a wash, and
Did
we'll take
Nomar do
what
steroids?
Lewis said. No.
All right. So I like the Houston Astros against the Mets. I think that Clay Holmes is just not a starting pitcher.
Yeah, I looked at that too.
I have the over in that one for the same reason. Robbie Cano also.
He's a Mariner.
I can Google more than that. Pedro, did Pedro do steroids?
No, I don't think so.
I'm starting the narrative that he did.
I like the where did they learn steroids?
Where did the needle go in the ass? I think that's where the line should be on.
Yeah,
New York for Cano for sure.
Yeah, that's true. The Yankees, they didn't like start a steroid program or anything. It was just like an after-school club where they were like, "Hey, we all love using steroids. Let's hang out together."
It's the same as them like developing players now. They're like, well, we can't do that. We'll just get them after they're already done. Like the steroid users, they're like, we'll just get them when they already know how to use it. Connect them all.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a pro steroid guy, except for David Ortiz, of course, who I also slept with a married woman. People forget that too.
He also got shot though, so sympathy points.
Yeah, Jeter was a real saint.
Remember that ESPN segment with the whole
Do you know
baseball
people
field
are
is
doing
filled out with girls he
steroids?
fucked?
Man?
The basket thing? Do you remember the
Wait,
basket story?
didn't Aroldis Chapman beat the shit out of some woman when he was on the Yankees?
Oh yeah. I think he threw her. Well, I don't think he beat her up, but he aggressively threw her onto a bed that had a bunch of guns on it.
Waved a gun at a woman.
So,
Oh my God.
I just remember what Carrabba saying. What gun at a woman after he gave up the fucking homer to Altuve?
he's a fucking cock.
Met Carabas in a strip club in Florida. Remember? Fun
That
fact.
made me. That home run was something else. I will say.
Eric, what was he like?
Probably
He
fun.
gave me a 20 to get a lap dance. He's cool.
That actually goes hard.
He was next to. Well, this is outing myself, but everybody, all of our loyal fans that listen know this already. That I'm more of a in baseball. I'm more of just a Pirates guy. I thought that at the time I wasn't a huge Barstool fan yet. I thought that PFT commenter was next to him, and it was Dallas Braden. I guarantee it was, but one of you two. It was probably
It was me.
Lewis,
I remember
but
this
I was
conversation.
texting, and I was like, I think he was with PFT, and you're like, really? Like, but I didn't.
Different
make it
beards,
weird.
different.
Yeah, I didn't
facial
make
hair.
it weird. I was like, hey, I know we're in a strip club. I'm not gonna make a big deal. I was like, hey, I should have said kind of a fan, and then
Yeah.
he like dabbed me up with a 20 and was like, get a dance, and then I walked away.
That actually goes hard to be
Yeah,
like.
it was pretty sick.
Not a strip club guy. Is that how much dances are? $20? It feels low.
It was 20. I was not 21. I was 20. So 2019 maybe 2018. But yeah, it was like $25 for something. But I feel like it's awkward to like try to do that move with like a couple bills or like change. It's like, wait, how much is this? Do you want
fucking pennies?
Well, here I got a
flying.
20, a 5, and a couple ones. Do you think that'll cover it? But it was, yeah. It was $20, $25, and there's like Eastern European stripper wanted me to go upstairs, and she said that I didn't. You don't need no money, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I need money. I'm not coming.
Well, you see, I just got
Not
$2
going.
from PFT commenter, so I'm fucking ready.
Yeah, that's no. It was cool. Obviously, gave the money, but that was a fun time.
The last time I was in a strip club, there was like, I was there with 5 of my friends, and there was 3 seats like in the corner, and so we went over there, and 3 people were sitting and 3 were standing. I was one of the standers, right? It wasn't my turn yet, and so we were just like kind of talking, taking in the surroundings and stuff. And I just see out of the corner of my eye, one of my friends, a leg go across the table and kick him right in the chest, and he fell backwards. Fell backwards like in slow motion, where she kicked him to like the apex of like the chair falling, and he just kind of was like there, and then fucking fell backwards. And yeah, then he wanted to go home, and I volunteered to go home with him, and we walked like a mile home, and it was
you standing there waiting in line is like at an amusement park and you're waiting to get on the roller coaster. You just watch all the other people who had just a great time or were really scared getting off the other side.
I don't think my hands would leave my pockets in a strip club.
I
wore sweatpants. I was ready to roll.
Oh,
I would be so uncomfortable. My hands would just be in my pockets, and I would just like have my
bring a fidget spinner so that you just fidget spin the whole time, and then they don't bully you because they think you have something wrong with you.
Yeah, I'd be like autistic, so no one came up to me. Like I would. Yeah.
That happened when I was getting my haircut yesterday, where I was getting like the shampoo and stuff. You know, it's supposed to be relaxing. And then I realized like halfway through that I was clenching my hands together so hard, and my shoulders were like tight as fuck. And I was like, "Is this an uncomfortable fucking guy?" I think.
I don't like it. People say that I accidentally scheduled one once, and I was like too awkward to like say I don't want it, as like she was leading me to the hair washing thing.
Oh,
because it's always a little. I have a small neck, and it's always a little too far for me to get my head in there. So I'm the same way.
It's like pulling up on your head.
Dude, I remember after, because like you can schedule online. It was like the first time I went to this haircut place, and I was like, "Fuck, I can't like do this every time. Like this is miserable." And then I realized you can just schedule a dry haircut rather than the wet one, and
Yeah.
I don't like
The one thing I am good about is when they offer the shoulder massage. I am good at saying
Oh,
no.
yeah.
I'm good at saying no
No.
to that. The only thing worse than having to like say no is like sitting there and having other people like make eye contact in the mirror when this chick is giving you a fucking the stun gun thing, impulse gun, whatever the fuck it's called.
I've never heard of getting offered a fucking shoulder.
Yeah, I actually
Everywhere
haven't
I've
either.
ever gone.
You're at the Craft
Yeah.
barbershop.
I'm just picturing. Are you guys just talking about Sports Clips, or because that's the
No.
only place I
Oh,
know?
no, I go
I've been to
salon,
That's where
brother.
you go. That's where you go.
I
to
do
hear
too.
about-
I'm just saying. I went to Sports Clips once and they fucked my shit up, so now I go to a salon. But the shoulder
It's very
massage thing.
to hear about, like a person's baby daddy problems and like the white trashiest conversation you've ever fucking heard in your entire life.
Dude,
Oh no,
Um,
mine's good. Mine's like a 50-year-old lady with a family. She
Oh, okay.
It's
Nice.
not Sports
Okay.
Clips though.
Nuclear
I used to go there
family.
in college because I would just get like buzzed on the sides, but yeah, now I go to a salon.
Mine's a great situation because it was two dudes run the salon, straight ones, and it's just great. It's just
Talking sports and you're out in 17
yeah,
minutes.
just having a great time, and it's real quick usually.
That's great. The one I go to in at home is $7, and we just talk about high school sports, which is like my fucking the epitome of being
You
would
Is that
you
easy
pull up your
cuts?
huddle.
say that? I'd be
Nah,
nervous.
dude, fades them all. Check them out, Joey.
Do I know
Fades
this
them all.
person?
You might not.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Not.
Your haircut costs less than a hoagie.
Yeah.
Isn't it great? I mean, I don't think he's even been affected by inflation. I've been doing it for a while. Like every time I
You
go
go
home,
to fucking $8.
Joey Rand at Fades Them All. It's actually
Yep,
and he
cheap.
does a good job, but it is. I think you probably have to stick with a fade. Which
Yeah.
$7, you take what you
I will say though, this is
Yeah.
this is a little bit off topic of the barbershop, but Lewis talking about being uncomfortable and things that are supposed to be relaxing. Have you ever gotten like a professional massage? Like not
Oh
just
my
the one
god,
that
dude! Are you
his
about to talk
barber's
about
giving you?
South
Dude.
Africa?
It is. They feel good, but then I'm just uncomfortable. Like I put in the notes like no feet, don't need my feet touched. And then because I was like afraid that they would like just be used to going to the feed and like not read my notes because like who puts comments and that stuff. I left my socks on. And then I left my socks on to get into the place. And then she goes like, "You take off socks?" I'm like, "Nah, no feet." And I thought that just meant there'd be more time for other areas of the body, but instead it just got cut like 15 minutes short, and I'm like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah.
15
that's,
minutes on feet is crazy.
That's better than me. I had a fucking NBA center driving her shoulder or her elbow into my back, dude.
Was that
It
the one in
was-
South Africa?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's
It
where
was
this-
much more human than me. Was just fucking giving it to me.
Was that the first one you got?
Yeah, that's the only one I've ever had.
Have you guys done one?
I'm
I've never.
thinking one. I'm terrified of getting a boner though.
It's actually
There's a place
just
in
can't
Carlisle, I guarantee you the boner won't be a problem, brother. You gotta see this storefront.
Like I'm actually like looking at massage places now, but I'm like terrified of like that being a possibility.
I went to one also this Carrabba's spring break trip. I went to one in the other side of Florida, and my friend and I were sitting in the lounge, and we were like, he was like, "Oh, like I set it up, like whatever, like I get this is pre-fiance, or like if I get like if one comes out, I want the hot one." And a girl and a dude like a really old, like a 60-year-old kind of chubby dude walks out, and a like decently attractive younger woman, and he was like smiling, like he was gonna take it, and then she says Eric, and I'm like, fuck you. I yeah, I would even take like a motherly masseuse. That's fun too.
I just want a woman. I don't need
It just has to be a woman.
I don't need a dude touching me. It's all right if other people want that. I don't.
They roll the blanket on your back down to like a half inch of crack open, and you're just like, all right.
I got a long crack. He'd see more than a half inch.
Got a long crack on
I
it.
do. I don't have a butt. It's just back to like legs, pretty much.
Oh, you and Connor should do a little standoff at the bachelor party. See if you guys are like you stand back to back and see if your entire backs
I have no
and legs are touching.
It's just yeah.
Just
I
stand
think you
back
guys
to
would.
back, and there's no open space. There's no daylight there.
We got to get Mags in some baseball pants and have him make the Connor stance.
Oh yeah,
That should be a thing. We should for the Beer Olympics, we should make everybody decides what you have to wear. Everybody has an outfit voted on by the rest of the crew.
See, I
want Mags in a full Yankees jersey. I feel like he has on deck.
I get the pants pretty quickly.
I might just say you got to bring a white shirt, and we'll draw shit on him.
Yeah.
Sexually?
Or otherwise, yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking specifically sexually. Also,
should we get back to the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Who wants to give a team? I think that's what we're on, right?
Yeah, we're giving a team.
Should we build a parlay here? A four team parlay here?
Yeah.
All right.
I've got 3 that I like here, so I can.
Yeah, I have a couple as well.
I only have one, so Eric, if you want to go, and then I'll go, and then you two.
I gave the White Sox earlier.
The White Sox. That's right. You did give the White Sox.
I'm gonna go. Yeah. Give me the Phillies at Washington.
That was one of mine. That was one of mine.
Suck against lefties, but I'll take it.
Like my player Jordan to get a hit. It's on my fantasy team.
I love Jordan.
I love this one. It's gonna juice it a little bit. Brewers.
That was one of my 2.
I'm not. I'm not participating in this part.
No, I do have them written down. I'm probably going to bet them, but I'll
you
take
were
the
Mr.
Buccos.
Bets against your own team, and you won't do it for the parlay.
In the World Series, I was.
Buccos, give me the Buccos.
You could still go 161-1.
I guess I could. I didn't factor that in.
Yeah. And you could just bet the Brewers against the spread, and the Yankees just win by 1.
How ridiculous is it, Corey, that they don't let us open the series in PNC? I don't think they did last year either.
No, we didn't. We have to go to fucking Miami again.
Ridiculous.
But yeah, I love the Buccos here. I'm probably gonna, love them.
Yeah, I did have the Brewers. I mentioned the Reds already. I
have the Reds
also really like the Rangers. Nate Eovaldi against Garrett Crochet. The Rangers have a lot of righties. Like all their best hitters are righties.
Yeah.
Except
Seager.
Yeah.
Where's that game? Is that in Texas? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And I think Crochet is like a bit overrated, so I could see them thinking it's going to be a shove fest, and it's actually like 7-6 or something. But I think for the parlay though, I think I'll go Reds.
So we got Reds, Buccos, White Sox, and who else?
Phillies.
There we go.
Love it.
Book it.
Mags, do you want to put that in? See what kind of odds we get on that?
Yeah. Give me a minute. Let's check out FanDuel here. Official.
Oh, do you?
We're recording a little early so that we can all hop on the show together too.
Good.
I'm a maybe on that one, but I'll let you know.
Damn, get off work at noon and you're a maybe.
All right.
Got a sick woman in the house.
That sucks. You sound sick too. Last couple of days.
No, I've just been breathing in fucking
Plus 1,300.
Love
Yeah.
that. No, I just
Vacation was
was
not-
breathing in like lithium battery and aerosol can smoke all fucking morning.
There you go.
Yeah.
Beats the hell out of delivering one of those trampolines, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
That shit was the worst.
Oh, it was pretty fucking terrible. Yep. Yeah, those are the worst.
All right. Anybody else have any other baseball picks?
I'll just run through what I got here, if
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
The whole thing. Milwaukee plus 122. Sox Rangers over 7.5. Philly minus 1.5 at even money. Cole Reagan's over 6.5 Ks. Mets Astros over 8. Hunter Green over 6.5 Ks. Cincinnati money line. Pitt Pirates minus 1.5 at plus 126. Skeens 8 Ks plus 128. A's Mariners under 7. Cubs plus 108. Trout 2 plus total bases plus 110.
Who do the Cubs play?
Arizona.
Mm,
In
who do they play?
Oh, at Arizona.
yep.
At Arizona. It's a ballsy one. They've played 2 games though. 0-2, they're due.
That's true. And the Diamondbacks aren't starting Corbin Burns because
Yeah.
he said he wants to stay on a 5-day program because they have like the off day. Just fucking have him pitch instead of the 5th guy in the 5th game. That's what the Phillies are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
like
stupid.
standard for a lot of like I know the Yankees are going a 4-man rotation for the first like 2 weeks or something. I thought that was like
Yeah.
a standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whalers pitch in the 1st game, and then because they have the off days, pitch in the 5th. Because
Yeah.
Taiwan
Yeah.
Walker, you'll do anything to delay Taiwan Walker by a day.
Yeah, the Pirates too. Like, do you really want to get to the Carmen Majinsky start? That shit pisses me the fuck off.
That's how you say that?
Yeah, Carmen Majinsky. It's fucking crazy. That's how they say it. That's how they say it on the broadcast.
Ooh, I've
Never
always
would
said
have
it,
guessed.
in my head it's always been Mlodzinski.
Yeah, mine too, until I watched him pitch. Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Or Andrew Heaney or fucking, you know.
What do you think about Andrew Heaney?
I hate him.
I also hate him.
I don't think it's a terrible ad.
I don't think he's terrible, but fucking Bubba Chandler, Thomas Harrington,
That's
and
true.
Braxton Ashcraft are down there, and Andrew Heaney's in the rotation.
In my franchise on the show, Braxton Ashcraft just got picked in the Rule 5 draft, so
Really?
the world agrees with you.
Yeah, I would have. I don't even think I would have started with Bubba on the opening day roster. I think I would have just gone to Harrington. He had more time in AAA last year, but I'm just an idiot. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's put the guy in the rotation that was a failed starter in AA, though. It'll work now. Anyway.
I have one more thing for you guys. Do you guys know the hometown of Justin Verlander? You know where he's from?
No clue.
Intercourse, Pennsylvania.
Oh, you're so close. He's from
Really?
Goochland, Virginia.
Fuck.
Goochland.
That's how you bag a bitch like Kate Upton.
Goochland.
You gotta grow up in
Goochland.
Goochland.
It was founded by Sir William Gooch in
Oof.
1727.
I'm naming this whole land after me, buddy.
Goochland.
Oh man,
Yeah, do you think the people there, they try to speed it up like that to be like, it's not that weird? Goochland
Yeah,
instead of Goochland.
Goochland.
got to imagine their high school like merch just fucking flies off the shelves.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's like, dude, when I moved to Carlisle, I lived in Middlesex County or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
township.
Middlesex County Township. Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? We pulled in. I saw the GPS. It was like 5 minutes away, and it was like Middlesex Township. I'm like, what the fuck are we, dude? This is
So
bullshit.
little more on Justin Verlander here. It says his senior year, his velocity plateaued at 86 miles an hour due at Goochland High School because he was sidetracked by strep throat.
Interesting.
That's an odd thing to get sidetracked by to hinder your velocity is fucking strep throat.
For the
I
whole
wish I could
season.
have gone to fucking Gooch High, dude.
I don't know. It just says it was sidetracked by strep throat. I would assume it would be a good chunk of the season.
I don't know.
That's
Don't you
tough.
get strep throat for like a week?
I've never had it for more than like a week or. I've never had it after the age of like 10.
I've never
Just
had it.
rolling away.
Yeah. I did get railed by tonsillitis once, though.
Never. I always wanted my tonsils out because in like TV shows, people would always be like eating ice cream and stuff, and I thought that was the shit.
Dude, I got my tonsils out, and yeah, we just were. You're muted, Eric. We were just microwaving ice cream for like a week.
I said I was a serial strep throat haver.
Yep.
Just had it all the fucking time. Never had mono though.
I was a sinus infection guy.
And Darnold.
Ooh,
I didn't-
used to get
didn't,
ear infections.
Yeah, same.
Bad.
Ear infections. I still get them a lot.
I remember crying at the roller rink, midway skating rink. I was eating my my nachos in the back left corner that felt like they never ever cleaned it ever. That was an uncomfortable day.
You were crying over your ear infection?
Yeah, bro. I used to be a bitch when I was like
Every single time I went to the doctor when I was younger, like for a checkup, they'd be like, "Oh, by the way, you have an ear infection." I just chronically had ear infections, but I never got it.
Yeah.
So it just became
You do
normal
seem like
eating
a-
it now.
You seem like an infection guy, kind
Dude,
of.
You do. You also seem like an allergy guy. How many things are you
no.
allergic to?
Well, I'm not allergic to anything. I do get like pollen allergies, I guess, but like I'm just a little sneezy.
Me too.
But I'm
I
not.
got
My
him.
brother's allergic to a lot of shit. I'm not allergic to anything. I'd kill myself
I
if
got
I'm
it.
allergic to something. I love shit. Everything. I think often about if I were allergic to peanut butter, how fucking shitty my life would be.
That would suck.
Yeah.
Dude out here who's allergic to it, but just enough that like he's like, fuck it, I'll deal with it. If he wants like a peanut buttery treat, and then we were at a dinner with another dude who's like could die if a peanut's within 5 yards of him. It's like, man, either one of those is too much though.
Yeah, peanut butter is one of the goat like things. I don't know how to like. It's just
I get the reduced fat version to make myself feel better, and then
Jesus.
and then I'll have like, well, hold on, and then I'll have like 4 tablespoons of it when I'm like, I'm just like this doesn't matter anymore. Melt it, little honey drizzle.
And I bet it's not actually a tablespoon. It's just scooped with a tablespoon.
Oh yeah, just
but
like the biggest. I find the biggest spoon in my drawer, and it's just a spoonful. It's like the ice cream scoop.
It's a fucking ladle.
I could fit that sucker in the mouth of the jar. I'd be ladling it up, ladling it up, dreidling. You guys haven't met Mags in person, right? Or
Lewis.
I have.
and Mags was.
I have not.
Wow.
He ran a marathon to get to me.
True.
Yeah.
True. Dude, I actually was running today and I fucking hurt my balls.
Dude, it hurts. That's
Clacking
why
around.
That's why I won't go to Sky Zone anymore. Same situation.
That's why I
Sky-
retired from there too.
Yeah, I need really tight boxers if I'm going to be bouncing around.
Dude, I've never had my balls hurt like that on a run before. I actually had to stop my run because I was like, dude, I want to have kids.
You don't want to get.
Were they just clanging off the leg or
I don't
what?
know what. No, because I was wearing like compression shorts. I don't know what it was, but I just like.
You don't want to get them twisted either.
Oh yeah, I googled why my nuts hurt after a run, and I fucking
It says torsion.
I sat there for like 20 minutes after.
Testicular torsion will give you nightmares.
Yep. Oh my
Dude,
god.
some kid on my baseball team in college got that. It sounded
Oh
horrible.
my God.
Oh,
Just
Anything-
twisted them up in.
Any injury involving your balls is the most terrifying thing on God's green earth.
The
dude,
worst
there's a
shit,
kid in our
dude.
high school that got a lacrosse shot hit him and it pinched his nut. His nut was between his ball and his thigh, and he had to get it removed.
Oh,
Dude,
Wait, who's this?
makes my
Wait,
blood
yeah.
I don't
boil.
want to say his name.
I'll bleep it. I'll bleep it.
Although now, like, you ever think back on stories and you thought it was like absolutely fact while you're in high school, and now you wonder if it was just kids kind of like saying shit, but I'm pretty sure
Wow.
like that definitely happened. I don't know like what the
There's a kid when I was in elementary school that ate his own shit. No lie.
Florida State Twitter could use him.
Yeah, well, there's also you can blurb this name out, but the things that did actually sound like a fucking story.
Leaving it.
They sound like a real.
Well, we gotta tell Mags what it was.
You gotta take it out. Bleep the name.
We'll just cut this whole part.
He would sit on top of like a 5 foot tall dresser to trim his pubes, and he'd leave them in the first drawer.
I forgot about that.
That shit was crazy.
That's
And that's
actually
not a story.
incredibly.
He told me that, and I was at his house, and I saw them.
I remember that.
Wait, he doesn't like vacuum them out after dust busting?
Dude, no, he was using the fucking thing, and he thought it was hilarious to ask me to get like a pen or something out of it. And I was like, I didn't grab anything. I was like, what the fuck is in here? He's like, yeah, I don't need a pen. Those are my pubes. Crazy.
This fucking.
If we're
guy
just
sucks.
are we just gonna cut this whole thing?
Yeah, we gotta cut this.
So
Even
also,
the story.
yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think we can.
It's got-
God damn.
I know a kid who like tried to have sex with a girl in high school with like using a Snickers wrapper as a condom and got her pregnant.
That's nuts.
Can I leave that in?
Snickers wrap. Yeah, go.
That'll be what opens the show.
Anyways,
I can't like trim around it. Try to find.
you can leave mine in.
You gotta be very. I mean,
I think maybe the story about the dresser could stay in.
The dresser's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's gotta stay.
oh. Okay, whatever.
God
Just a
damn.
dresser full of pubes.
I wanted to.
I just
wanted to
think
be
about how
able to-
awful it is if this was the clip that blew up. Just that's
Who is pubes dresser guy?
we need to find him. Oh.
When I coached my brother's little league team, I was a coach on the all-star team. I was a third base coach, and we got to a game where it was like elimination game, like winner moved on and loser was done, and we were getting fucking killed. It was like 12-1 or something. Like we were about to get run ruled, and nobody wanted to be there anymore. And a kid that was he was the best player on my team, like during the season. And it was like the top of the sixth, couldn't matter less. He just hit a fucking bomb. It was like probably like 330 or 340 feet. It was gone. It was gone. I can't say enough how gone this ball was. And so he's like going around, and he's like a kid who would get in trouble for like saying bad stuff like a lot, like with his parents and like umps and stuff. And as he was rounding third, I screamed, "Let's fucking go!" And when he touched home, the umpire started yelling at him for cursing, and he was like, "What? I didn't say that." And he like told the parents, he was like, "Nah," he was cursing. He's like, "This is a warning. This is like," and he was like, "I didn't say anything." And he did it so much that everyone was just like, he probably fucking said that. And I never admitted to it until right now. It was me.
In honor of opening day, the old baseball stories.
That kid probably
Yeah.
got fucking
Wiggle.
belt when he got home or some shit.
Max,
His
I'm
parents.
curious about your history of baseball. What positions did you play? Were you
Outfield,
any
right
good?
field, left field.
The big arm spots.
Yeah.
Were you good?
No, not really.
When did you stop playing?
I feel like that's shocking.
Like senior year, I played.
Okay.
Really?
I hit 2 home runs senior year. That was
What?
all. Yeah,
Really?
I didn't start, but I hit 2 home runs. There was a kid who was in the grade below me that was really good. So he just I just kept getting fucked every time I would play because he would
Did
just
they let
hit
you
my
use a composite bat? Like you specifically, did they let you use a composite bat?
I have no idea.
You hit 2 home runs with a BB core bat?
I have no idea what kind of bat I was using, dude.
Over a fence?
Yeah.
Why is this so surprising?
I had one extra base hit my whole varsity career.
I never led in high school.
You led with I played right field like the whole time.
And I was not good.
I didn't realize you were like Giancarlo Stanton playing the outfield. I thought you meant you sucked.
I hit I think I had like 5 hits in my entire high school career and 2 of them.
What?
What were the dimensions of this field?
They were like average dimensions. Like it was an average baseball field.
What was it to like?
We've hit 5 home runs in all of our combined years of varsity.
I have.
Did you even see 5 home runs?
Not on our team.
That's
Ben Snyder.
Dude, I was just talking
Austin Kearns. Austin Kearns, dude.
I still talk about that. I was just telling guys down here about that with Connor the other day.
Mags.
That's the hardest
home run. Like high school baseball league more competitive than ours because we had like maybe our field was smaller. Like we had a couple dudes hitting like multiple home runs a season.
We had what? We probably have like
other teams.
D1-ish
other teams did.
Like our team wasn't like especially good, but like most games we played, like someone hit a home run.
I would say we had I mean, not like as seniors like about to go to college, but we had like 10 or 15 like D1 players in the conference at a time.
Yeah, I think probably. You wouldn't go 2 games without playing a team that had a potential D1 talent on their roster, I'd say.
No, we never played any D1 person.
We had a million
class like 1A out of 6 or something.
Opening day was that Cedar Cliff kid who Noah Malone.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, and they had that. Who was their center fielder? No, center fielder.
Murray?
Yeah, that one.
I hit him. That was an accident.
Didn't he go to he went to an Ivy League?
Columbia.
Yeah.
Columbia. He was on ESPN top 10, I think.
Then Redland and CV just had all of them. Just all the college baseball players.
Luke Wagner. People remember the Little League World Series.
Yep.
He was younger than us, but
I struck him out.
What like level was your?
Oh, JK, I hit him also. Huh?
Like, the big one.
How many A's?
It was all of the A's.
You had 6 A's.
Brother.
Well,
no,
we had
4, but
we're 6A now.
Oh, we were
6A my senior year. We went up to 6A in both football and baseball.
I think
it used to only go to 4.
I'm pretty sure we were 2 or 1.
Yeah, we were 4 at the time. We were 4 at the time because it only went that high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Scranton is not a baseball factory by any means. Jake McCarthy, though, shout him out. Scranton guy.
Interesting.
He threw like 90 something.
Yeah. Their other one threw. Who's on the bump?
Reisman.
He went to Pitt.
Yeah.
We were roommates.
H2P.
No.
I bet if these kids saw this, like, how do these fucking kids?
We could just go. We're just gonna have to cut the end of this.
Reisman is the worst.
In the file.
Reisman is the worst at bat I've ever had in my life.
I think me too, actually.
Yeah.
And aside from Noah Malone, first one when I was a sophomore.
Reisman, because he threw like 93, and he threw like a D1 slider, and so like the first pitch, I was like, all right, let's just feel it out. Fastball. Right down the middle. It was down the middle, and I just took it, and I was like, fuck, that was really fast. And then he threw another fastball that I was very late on, and then I was like, all right, fuck, I'm just not going to be late. Let's just put it in play. And it was the slider, and I pride myself on my bat-to-ball skills. I couldn't have missed it by more.
Do you remember? I'm very particular about, like, if I step up in the box and I can't get footing, like, if it's not kind of, like, clayish, I will do bad. And I remember that one when Reisman was throwing, there were like footholes where righties were batting, and then it was just like filled in with just sand. And I was like, I'm already out. It's already
I struck out against him on a slider in the dirt that I did not check swing at all. Just called a strike. Just call it full count, worked a walk, just strike three. I was like that. There was a mark beside home plate where it hit the ground, and I get a text from my dad that because he's following it on the app or whatever, and it just says "swing the bat," and I'm like, "Well, you're not here, so I don't know."
That's fun,
dude. Nothing more helpless than standing in the box and hearing swing the bat, like because you're just nothing more like. Do you think that's what I like? That's what I want to do. Like I want to swing the bat, but like up and like yelling. Oh,
This kid in summer ball that played on one of the Evo Shield teams, I got in at bat against him, and I was like, okay, I haven't seen him yet. Looks like he's throwing pretty hard. Gonna take the first pitch. I like barely saw it. I was just like, oh, I'm fucked. I didn't swing at anything. Got to full count, and I was like, I'm just fucking taking here. And it was just right down the dick. I took it and just walked back to the dugout. Like, I can't fucking see this shit, dude.
Yeah. All right. Well, we closing up shop.
Yeah.
All right. Listen to the pod, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, social media. Look up the Mass Debaters. Spell it correctly, or else you're gonna see something.
That's on Twitter.
On Twitter, Insta, and TikTok. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you all next time.